Welcome back to another hilarious, shady, and utterly dramatic recap of The Young and the Restless. It's your girl, Izzy, here to break down all the wild mess that went down on March 4th, 2025. And honey, it was a hot mess, so grab your tea, your popcorn, and maybe a stress ball because Phyllis and Sharon are out here bickering like two Karens at a clearance sale. First up, Summer and Nick, the Worry Warts Club. So we open at Crimson Lights, where Summer is spiraling over her missing mama. And Nick? Well, he's trying to put on his best cool dad face, reassuring Summer that Sharon's probably at a spa, living her best life. Esther, our underrated queen, slides in, hands them their drinks, and is basically like, y'all are a mess, but enjoy your lattes. Chance arrives with an update. Phyllis is off the grid. No travel records, no text updates, nothing. Summer is clutching her pearls, convinced that if Phyllis had some shady business going on, Daniel would have been in the loop. Then Chance drops another bomb. Sharon hasn't checked in anywhere in Sedona. Nick goes full dad mode, worried about Faith. He's like 99.9% sure this isn't just some I need a break moment. And honestly, he's right. This has hostage situation written all over it. Meanwhile, we have Daniel and Billy, detectives without badges. Over at Billy's place, Daniel is pacing like he's trying to wear out the carpet. Mama Phyllis has ghosted, and it's making zero sense. Billy chimes in, saying Phyllis was calling him every 5 seconds before she vanished. And now Sharon is missing too? A girls' trip? This is not. They both used burner phones before disappearing, and Daniel, bless his heart, wants to believe Phyllis is past her revenge era. But Billy, he keeps it real. No one in their right mind would want these two women in the same room. If someone took them, they have either a death wish or a really twisted sense of humor. Back at Crimson Lights, more speculation, less coffee. Nick and Summer switch gears to talk about Chance. She's still salty over how he treated Daniel, but Nick is like, Supergirl, let that go. We've got bigger problems. Chance returns, having called in reinforcements. Then Daniel and Billy show up, and the detective drops another breadcrumb. Phyllis's last known location was the GCAC garage. But Sharon? Still missing in action. The gang starts throwing out theories like they're in an episode of CSI Genoa City. Meanwhile, Esther is over here worried about her work schedule like, hey Nick, have you heard from Sharon? I need to know if I can get my coffee grounds read or if I have to clock in. Priorities, Esther. Priorities. The kidnapped den. Phyllis and Sharon, aka the dysfunctional duo. Somewhere in the basement of a mental clinic, Phyllis wakes up, already over it. Sharon digging through books like she's starring in a psychological thriller. Phyllis, in classic Phyllis fashion, is all, whoever did this isn't dumb enough to leave us a way out. Meanwhile, Sharon, channeling her inner therapist, is convinced that their kidnapper wants them to reflect and learn from their mistakes. Oh, honey, this isn't a self-help retreat. This is a hostage crisis. Phyllis is convinced it's about money, but Sharon insists that this is about something bigger, someone who knows them and wants them to face their past. And then Phyllis, ever the conspiracy theorist, goes full tinfoil hat and suggests maybe Nick is behind this. Sharon is like, girl, be serious. Nick would never do something so twisted. But Phyllis, being Phyllis, is like, well, someone wants us to deal with our issues, and it sure ain't me. Fight Club Genoa City edition. Sharon, ever the logical one, suggests maybe their kids had something to do with it. Phyllis loses it. She jumps up, ready to throw hands, and shoves her finger in Sharon's face. Sharon, screaming back, finally admits she might have been reaching, but Phyllis is all, too late, sis. You started the drama. Now finish it. Then, in a moment of sheer insanity, Phyllis starts yelling at the intercom, demanding to know the endgame. And what does their captor do? Drops a cryptic riddle like they're auditioning for a Batman movie. What is worth everything but costs nothing? And cut. Who, y'all? That was a roller coaster. Who took Sharon and Phyllis? Is it about revenge, money, or some twisted therapy session? Drop your theories in the comments because this is some next level soap opera nonsense. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell because we will be back to break down whatever fresh madness unfolds next time on The Young and the Restless. And I'll see you in the next recap.